Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with Star Wars: The Old Republic. Today you'll be taking a look at my journey through Tatooine on my Jedi Sentinel. I was of course joined by Captain Darkmire, aka Bombadil of No Guts, No Galaxy. Now please keep in mind that we are taking advantage of the 12 times experience bonus brought on by the Shadow of Revan pre-order, as well as a subscription. So if you're not aware of that or want to know more about it, then I'll have a link in the description below to another video of mine that explains it in great detail. Also, I do have to provide a spoiler warning. This footage does contain content from Chapter 1 of the Jedi Knight's main story, and if you haven't played through this character or are new to Star Wars: The Old Republic, then you may want to fast forward through certain parts or potentially bypass the video until you have completed it yourself. With that said, I did want to discuss the fact that the 12 times experience bonus is fantastic, especially if you're a subscriber and wanting to level up an alt character. In many cases, I actually feel that it helps with the gameplay and pacing. Previously, you'd be stuck on a planet for far too long trying to complete side quests. And while I am okay with the size of the planets, I really do enjoy the sense of scale this game provides. The speeder bikes are really slow, and you just find that you're spending way too much time on the planet, having to travel from quest to quest. With the 12 times and the ability to focus on your main class story, I feel that you're there for about an hour, hour and a half, depending on the planet and the chapter you're on, and it's just right.
A Jedi? Seabrick? I told you help would come. We'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving our little family.
I'm gonna guess that she's the Marcia of this Brady Bunch.
You're not actually related.
Not all families are bound by genetics. Ours was formed by circumstance. Have you come to protect the shock drum, like Master Kawix? What happened to her? She defended us against Imperial soldiers led by a Sith. She fought bravely, but the Sith was stronger.
I take it the Sith killed her then?
I assumed he was going to kill us all. Instead, he captured Master Kawix alive and ignored us. The Sith destroyed your droids, but he didn't harm us. He said we were no threat, that we didn't deserve to die.
If he didn't kill you, it's because he has something worse planned.
I didn't get the feeling he intended to come back. The Sith and his soldiers took Master Kawix and the shock drum prototype into the desert. Brick and I were attempting to restore power to this facility and track them down when the Sand People attacked.
The Sand People won't be a problem anymore, but we need to find that weapon. Can you help?
This facility can pick up the shock drum's locator beacon, but not until we restore power. The Sith knocked out all our generators during his attack. If you reactivate them, we can find him, Master Kawix, and the shock drum.
I seem to recall Captain Darkmire having a thing for those Jawas, and let's just say that part of the adventure is not included in today's footage. Minus some of the little pointless parts of our questing experience, we did really enjoy our time on Tatooine. We're both huge Star Wars fans, and I think BioWare Austin did a fantastic job recreating this planet. I have been to this planet before, of course. My main character is a level 55 Trooper Commando, and at that time there was no 12 times bonus experience, so I did a lot of the side quests. In fact, I probably over-leveled a bit on side quests, and maybe even did a few that I wasn't supposed to. But I was, of course, playing with my buddy Rurikon, and we were quite the completionists back then. You know, I really don't know what's up with these Sand People. They're easily startled. Alright, we finally made it back. What do you say, Captain? Captain... Every time. Every time. I'm gonna change your name to Captain Slowmire.
Facility power's back online. I'm afraid that's the only good news I have. I just detected the shock drum's locator beacon. The weapon has been activated. If If we don't shut it down, the device will soon reach critical mass. When it does, Tatooine's core will explode.
Why isn't the Sith deploying the shock drum someplace populated, like Coruscant?
Tatooine may not be a core world, but there are still many innocent lives in danger. Pinpointing the shock drum's exact location from here is impossible. The seismic vibrations disrupt our sensors. The general region is thousands of square kilometers. We have to narrow it down, somehow. Brick, that's brilliant! The ultrasonic scanners, of course!
Whatever you're talking about, we need to find the shock drum fast.
Ultrasonic scanners placed in a wide pattern will triangulate the shock drum's seismic disturbances. They'll reveal its location. Installing the scanners is extremely dangerous. The desert region is deadly. Ideally, we'd send an army. Your droids won't be ready soon enough, Brick. This Jedi is our only hope.
I feel Master Kawik's reaching out to me. Something terrible is happening to her.
We'll save her. That's a promise.
Take the ultrasonic scanners. Place them at these map coordinates. We'll contact you by holo once we've triangulated the shock drum's location. Good luck.
Now, of course, Darkmeyer and myself decided to take the scenic route on more than one occasion. We just couldn't help but want to explore Tatooine. Like I said earlier, really iconic planet, and they've done a great job recreating it. And you've got things like this giant sand crawler right in front of us, which actually Darkmeyer didn't notice at first. He was looking every which way but in front of us. One thing that Bombadil and I have been talking about a lot lately is the fact that the speeders could be much faster. I mean, we've seen how fast they are in the movies. We've seen how fast the taxi speeders are, even on this very planet. And I get that it's an in-game mount and not necessarily a real physics-based vehicle, but I just can't help but feel like you should have another option, at least at top level. I think that the planets are so huge that most of your time is actually spent traveling. And I'm okay with large planets. I do enjoy the scale, but I think you should have the option of going much faster. Yes, that might break how the AI behaves. They might not be able to track you or ever attack you if you're just zipping by. But really, for the most part, as you can see, we're not running into that problem, especially on this wide open area. So I think that they could do with a speeder adjustment, at least at max level. I know they tried to minimize travel time on Makeb, but really they shrank down the planet size and cut out the taxi transitions, which in my opinion just took away from the immersion. I think that if they would actually just put the speed back in Speeder, you'd be fine.
I placed the scanners. Do you have a fix on the shock drum?
Collating the scanner readings now. Ah, no wonder the sensors couldn't find it. It's beneath an abandoned mining complex. I'm sending the coordinates and the shock drum's deactivation code. Everything depends on you now, but we'll be here if you need us.
We're all going to make it. Just hang in there.
Hope to see you again. Heron out.
Greetings, Jedi. I am Lord Praven. My master seeks retribution for his son's death. I must give it to him.
If all you want is my death, why destroy Tatooine?
When my master learned you were here, he demanded I activate the shock drum. He'll destroy this entire world. I know you've located the weapon, but that won't be enough. I changed the deactivation code.
Lightsabers can deactivate just about anything.
The shock drum is ray-shielded. Entering the proper code is the only way. Come, face me. If I win, I've done my duty. If you win, you'll have the new code. Whatever the outcome, we will battle with honor. I await you at these coordinates.
Well, I've got a bad feeling about this. At least I've got Captain Slowmeyer with me, I think. I mean, there was a Jawa back at that cave entrance, so... I mean, as far as we know, he's back there creating another disturbance in the Force. Oh, there you are. Ominous music. Spoilers ahead.
I sense your power. Now I understand why Tarnis was no match for you. His death was my failure. I should have trained him better.
I've fought banthas that were deadlier than Tarnis.
You insult my honor. Good. That makes me more powerful. I welcome the end of your kind. The Jedi obsession with my people's extermination must end. Your lust for revenge will destroy this galaxy.
Whatever you've been told about us, it's a lie. We'd gladly stop fighting if it meant genuine peace.
I'd like to believe that, but I know better. Come, let us end this. Die well, Jedi. Such skill, so much power. Impressive. You could kill me. Why hesitate?
The dark side embraces lies and hate. The light side serves honor and truth. We have more in common than you think.
Jedi and Sith have no common ground. Darth Angral commanded me to destroy the shock drum code. He wanted you to die in failure, no matter the outcome here. I will not tarnish my honor with petty tricks. You've earned better. The code is yours.
Why turn against your master?
I serve a higher authority than any master. A Jedi wouldn't understand. Darth Angral ordered that Master Kuix suffer greatly before her death. I wish I had disobeyed that order as well.
She never did anything to him.
She detected Tarnis on Coruscant. Revenge is all my master understands. I left her incapacitated next to your weapon. If they haven't already, the ultrasonic vibrations will eventually tear her apart.
You scum! You should die like that!
There is nothing more to say. You won our duel. Finish me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was a really tough decision for me. I just wasn't sure whether I wanted to ruin this guy's headgear or not. I mean, it is just so in fashion.
You may serve the Empire, but I won't kill you. You don't deserve it.
Then honor demands I surrender to my master. He will do what you cannot.
Jedi are taught to see all possibilities. I see one where you live on with honor. Commit yourself to the path of light. Become a Jedi.
Me? A Jedi? Impossible. Your order would never accept me.
The only way to find out is to ask.
I accept your offer. I'm too wounded to aid you, but I will surrender to your people. Now hurry. Save this planet.
Sandwich, now.
The Sith changed the deactivation code for the shock drum, but I have the new one. I'm on my way.
You're not there yet? Brick and his family are in terrible danger. They followed their droids to the mining complex. I tried to stop them, but they were determined to help you. Brick just sent an emergency holo. He says there's something called a sand demon at the mine. It's attacking them.
Some sort of creature?
That beastly predator is the only thing that hunts great dragons. And those are massive. Brick doesn't stand a chance. Please, you can't let anything happen to Brick and his family. Save them and stop the shock drum. Hurry!
We made it. Thank the Force, our speeders are really fast. Right, Captain? Damn it!
I can't sense Master Kawix at all anymore.
I'll handle that beast, my friend. Keep your family safe.
You know, I think I've had my fill of caves for one day. And sand people. Now there's giant bugs in front of us. There's 2 suns. Why are we saving this planet? I mean, I know Darkmire's got a thing for Jawas, but I mean, they don't even have the droids I'm looking for. Ah, good old Star Wars puns. May they never end. You know, I'm actually surprised that any of us are alive right now, considering the amount of rocks that are falling from the ceiling. All we need now is a giant boulder chasing us. Wait, wrong movie. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I really do love watching the lightsaber animations within this game. They are definitely a bag of fantastic. Although I have to say I am missing my assault cannon on the Trooper Commando. Being able to blast somebody from long range is also very satisfying. Not as flashy as a lightsaber, but highly effective. I was actually considering a bounty hunter on the Imperial side, but I have to say I'm really disappointed with the weapon choice. Not really a huge fan of single or dual pistol styles. I was wanting to do something more along the lines of Boba Fett, but it seems like the devs had Django on the brain, and so I might do an agent instead. So, while we're fighting bugs, I do want to talk a little bit more about the 12 times bonus experience, because there is one problem that goes along with it. Now, when you're leveling up, if you don't have a main character that's filthy rich, or you don't for some reason have an obscene amount of money handy, in-game credits that is, of course, then you're going to have problems gearing out your alts that are using the 12 times bonus. On top of that, you have to worry about gearing out your companions. And while I do enjoy the companion experience, I don't like having to manage their equipment. I never did, even without 12 times bonus experience. I almost feel like they should be given a piece of armor that levels with them. You know, they should add to the experience, not detract from it. It's difficult enough managing my own character even without the 12 times bonus. And now, back to the epic struggle on Tatooine!
Quiet, finally. I can breathe again. I've been down here so long.
Shh, Master, let us help you.
Kira and Orgus's Padawan. You're both changed. What has happened?
All that matters right now is you're safe.
I only survived this weapon by withdrawing into a deep trance. The Force itself became my armor. Sustaining the trance cost me greatly. My strength is a fraction of what it was.
What you did was miraculous. We'll handle things from here.
I know you faced terrible dangers for me. I will not forget that.
Here you are. I was coming to help when sensors indicated the shock drum stopped. You did it. Rick wasn't exaggerating about the sand demon. I've never seen anything like it.
One less nasty beast. It won't be missed.
My friends, the danger is not yet past. Even deactivated, that weapon remains a threat. You understand the situation best. What should we do?
Well, I mean, if you told me this sucker made some crispy bacon, that'd be one thing, but I'm thinking...
This technology can't fall into the wrong hands again. Let's collapse the cavern network with explosives.
What? All that work? The people who died protecting it?
Think how many more would have died. The galaxy is better off without such weapons. I will see to the shock drum. You should return to your ship and inform General Varsuthra what's happened.
Seriously, there's no sandwich option. Why is there never a sandwich option? All this fighting, Jedi needs a sandwich!
Master, you've just been through a terrible ordeal. Will you be all right?
Do not concern yourself with my welfare. I am still a Jedi.
Before we go, you need to know something. And I'd rather you hear it from me. I never told you about my childhood. I'm not who you think I am.
So much about you is now clear to me, Kira. But you're wrong about one thing. You are exactly who I think. A strong, capable young woman. One day, you'll be a great Jedi.
At this point, I'm pretty sure that I was laughing at some of the other options provided here, but... oh well. Gotta be nice to Kira.
If you could see what she's accomplished, you'd be proud.
We'll meet again on Tython. May the Force be with you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you've enjoyed today's look at Star Wars The Old Republic. Had a blast on Tatooine with my good buddy Darkmeyer, aka Captain Slow. I've got a chat with the General coming up, as well as a rendezvous with Kira, if you know what I mean, so stay tuned for that. I will definitely see you on the next one. May the sandwich be with you.
I remain the most advanced steward droid in the galaxy. If that ever changes...
General, Doctor, good news. Master Kawix and Seismologist Heron are safe. Even better, the shock drum was destroyed.
Destroyed? Blast! I wanted to inspect that prototype. Such a promising design.
The only thing it promised was to destroy planets. Honestly, I'm relieved it's gone. I've just received a surprising report from one of my cruisers in the area. A pure-blooded Sith Lord named Praven surrendered to it. He mentioned your name. Anything I should know?
He was one of Darth Angle's apprentices, but he's joining our side. I promised we wouldn't hurt him.
You keep finding new ways to impress me. I'll order my people to hand the Sith over to the Jedi Council. They'll know what to do.
That whole Jedi aren't allowed to feel emotions rule? I don't get it. Sure, anger's bad. Why cross off everything else? Anyone tell the troops they can't enjoy shore leave? Would we have a government if senators couldn't throw wild parties?
Soldiers and senators can't use the Force. Jedi who let their emotions lead them to the dark side can cause tremendous damage.
So, bad soldiers can sabotage a whole army. Bad senators could do even worse. We're expected to throw ourselves into the fire? Fine. Let us off the leash. No reason we can't live it up a little before we die.
So shut up and start living. What do you know? The galaxy didn't end.
We'll try harder next time. To be continued, tough guy.
This is cheating because we outnumber you 4 to 1.